Hey, have you ever heard of D&D?
Oh, like Dungeons and Dragons? Yeah, I've seen some videos about it.
Cool, because I just got this box set, but I need people to play with, so I was wondering if you were...
Well, what's it about? And what are you doing?
Nothing. Just gonna roll a quick persuasion check here. The Essentials Kit comes with everything you need to play D&D, except someone to play with, which honestly is the only thing you need to play. That's what the very first video I published on this channel was all about. The one and only thing that you actually need to get started playing Dungeons and Dragons is one other person. And it's wild how much this community, and my hair, has grown since that video. But the message is as important as ever because in some ways it's become more challenging to get even one person into the game. According to nearly 8,000 D&D lovers, 19% are not currently in a campaign. And the majority, 35%, are playing D&D online, which steepens the learning curve for brand new players and DMs. And I feel this. My last session was over a month ago. So it's time we revisit this topic with simple, practical advice that you can use today to boost your charisma, nail that persuasion check, and get new players hooked on D&D. And hey, if you're already a veteran DM, remember that being a better DM comes from constant and continual improvement of our personal craft. So I challenge you to really think about these 4 fundamental steps. Or just send this video to one of your players so they can run the game for once and you'll finally get to play that cool character concept you built like 5 months ago and have. Step 1, assemble your tools. Yeah, I just said all you need is one other person. But trust me, with just these few items at your disposal, you'll be more confident about running the game. And persuasion checks are all about confidence. The main tool you'll want? Dice. 1 set is fine, but we're doing a giveaway. So you could win not 1, not 3, but frickin' 6 sets of dice in this wicked dragon eye bag from our generous sponsor, Only Crits. Entry details at the end of the video, but know that you can get 12% off anything from Only Crits using the affiliate link below and promo code BOB. Almost didn't know how many 6 was. Now, dice are what take your game from pure storytelling to an actual game where some events are randomly determined. A few times while hiking, I've played D&D where we made up the rules, but we used free digital dice and it was awesome. So you can use a free virtual tabletop like D&D Beyond or Roll20 for dice and our other main tools, character sheets, and the rules of the game, which bring us to step 2, know thy game. Besides playing a fun game of D&D, the best hack for learning to run a fun game is watching it. So check the description for a link to my old Essentials Kit playlist full of DM guides and sample gameplay sessions for every quest in that box set. And running a short pre-written quest like the ones in this book, or like the free one you get with every dice order from Only Crits, is perfect if you're just starting out, as long as you still read the adventure before your session. And the actual D&D 5e rules are free too. You can download a giant PDF of the basic rules from Wizards of the Coast or read them on D&D Beyond or Roll20. And seriously, as long as there's like a goblin and you're rolling a d20 to beat some target number, you're playing D&D. Everything else can be made up as you go because you're the dungeon master. You are entirely in control of the game outside of those random dice rolls, and owning that authority is really what boosts your charisma and prepares you for this next step. Choose the right heroes. 72% of about 6,000 people said they mostly play D&D with their friends. Of course, many coworkers, classmates, and strangers we play D&D with may quickly become our friends. But with people from these other categories, there are some traits you want to look for to build a group of invested players. Are they interested in fantasy media? Have they played any RPGs like Skyrim, The Witcher, or Legend of Zelda? Have they heard of, watched, or played D&D before?
My name's Eliza.
Don't touch me! I'll get you!
Those are increasingly helpful traits for a person to have, but these last few are actually the most important for building a strong D&D group. Are they a good listener? Are they imaginative? Are they someone you'd feel comfortable chatting with in a small group for about an hour or 2?
Maybe give me a call when you get your shit together. I'll see you around.
That last expectation is crucial when inviting brand new players. You're inviting them to just one game that should take at most like 2 hours of their time. We'll break that down in a bit. But another hack for this step is just looking for players on Roll20. It's pretty easy to join or start a game there. Then, once you're running that first session, the final step, which is apparently slightly controversial, is to entertain your players. If you're physically hosting new players for a game night, you should prepare some snacks and drinks, or at least ask them to bring something. You should catch up and chat a bit before the game to minimize interruptions, but know that there will always be some interruptions. And set expectations. The point is to have fun exploring, fighting monsters, and talking to other characters. There's no winners or losers. But more often online, I've been seeing some form of, it's not the responsibility of the DM to make the game fun. But if you're inviting someone new to this sort of abstract game, you have to show them how fun it is. If you make them laugh and feel heroic, even if their characters fail the quest, and if you keep it short and suggest there's more adventure waiting should they choose to continue another time, and just 1 or 2 of your players are up for it, then you have done it, my friend. You have hooked some new players on Dungeons & Dragons.
Okay, wait. Would I need to bring anything?
Nah, I have the dice and stuff. Maybe you could bring some snacks?
Alright. And is it one of those games that takes forever to set up?
It can be, but I already have some characters made you can choose from, so that'll save us a lot of time.
Nice. So you already know how it works?
I'm new, but yeah, the basics are easy, so you'll be fine.
Cool. Oh, and is it a long game?
Nah, we only need like an hour, maybe 2.
Cool. Count me in then.
Now, for a chance to win this awesome dice collection from Only Crits, like this video and comment your best advice for new DMs with #crits. Then check out this video of your very worst D&D advice. Thanks, and keep building.